Hello, friends. Welcome to ixamBee. I hope all of you are staying safe, doing well, and getting vaccinated. Today, let's talk about error detection. Now, as we are preparing for the NABARD Grade A exam, which is quite some time away, let's try to maximize the time that we have in our hand. And let's look at this very important topic, error detection. So in this video, we're going to start off by looking at different types of error detection questions. We're going to look at 4 different variations, and we are going to work out an example of each. Next, we're going to look at some strategies that you can adopt or that you can implement while you are preparing for your exam. Okay, let's start. Now, if you look at the 4 content areas, so we have when it comes to your any government exam, and we're looking at English language paper, we're basically looking at grammar, vocabulary, reading comprehension, cloze test, error spotting, idioms and phrases, sentence rearrangement, and filling the blanks, of which error spotting is very important. Why? Because error spotting is an area where all your basic grammar knowledge is put to test. So if you can identify concepts related to tenses, if you can identify rules related to subject verb agreement, or if you can identify a misspelled word or a misused word, or if you can identify the correct preposition, this means that your basic grammar skill, the basic grammatical knowledge is very, very strong. So error spotting or error detection, which might have different variations like sentence improvement, different types of sentence improvement, is an ideal area to test your knowledge of basic grammar. Keeping this in mind, just to remind you that our new batch of NABARD Grade A has already started from 1st of June. And if you are looking for a perfect comprehensive guidance and an online course, you should join right away. Let's first start off with the strategy. So when you're sitting for your exam and you have that paper right in front of you, the first thing that you need to do before you start off with your error detection is to relax. If you are worried, if you're anxious, if you look at the question, you think, oh my God, I will not be able to do this, you are getting distracted. And if you are getting distracted, you will go on reading that sentence multiple times without being able to identify the mistake. So you need to first relax and calm down. Next, you need to read the entire sentence. You will see sometimes these sentences, they come as fragments, but do not read them as fragments. Try to read them in totality as a full, complete sentence. Now, when you're reading that sentence, start looking for certain things. First, tense inconsistency. See if the tense is correct or not. Next, parts of speech. See if the word has been used as a noun or if the word has been used as an adjective. Has it been correctly used? If the verb uses is correct or not? Look at parts of speech. Next, subject verb agreement. Try to look and see if the rules related to subject verb agreement has been followed or not. Look at the subject, look at the verb, see if they agree with each other. Next, redundancy. Redundancy means, for example, when you're things like returned back home. Now, the word return it already implies that you are coming back. So you don't need to write the word back again. Okay, so I'm going to call you return back again. So return is enough. Return back home is fine. Don't need to use back. Return home is fine. Okay. Next, word usage. For example, if you're looking at a word descend and you use the word descent by mistake, so that is misusage of a word. You're using the incorrect word. So check for those. Next, read the instructions very carefully. Do not forget to read the instructions. You must know what you are supposed to do. Are you supposed to identify the incorrect part? Are you supposed to identify the correct part? Are you supposed to find out any other type of mistakes. So read the instruction very, very carefully. Okay. Now, even after reading the instruction and reading the sentence in whole, and then trying to find out the error and in the sentence as a whole, if you're not successful, then start looking at the fragments, at the parts, and try to see what's wrong there, if there's something incorrect, right? Last, in spite of everything, if you're unable to find the mistake, relax, it's okay. Sometimes they give you the correct sentence because that's a trap. They want you to waste some time. So it might just be a correct sentence. Okay? If you cannot find a mistake, it can be a correct sentence. You don't need to spend a lot of time looking for mistakes when you cannot find one. Okay? Okay. Keeping that in mind, let's start looking at some important types of error detection question. This is the first type, right? So read each sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. Now, this is very, very important. So in one part. Sorry. Okay. Mark the part with the error as your answer. So you see the sentence has been divided into parts. You need to look for the mistake in one part. If it doesn't work, you have the option no error attached. Okay, let's take a look at it. So, although the guidelines for on-tap licensing were announced as early as 2016, the central bank had said that the applications would need to be scrutinized by a standing committee. Look what I'm doing. I'm reading the whole sentence, right? I'm not reading at the parts, reading at the parts. Which has been appointed only now. See, which has been appointed. But incorrect word has been used, which has been appointment only now. So here, our option is, our answer is answer D. See, the word appointment is a noun. You need to use the noun form of the word. I'm sorry, you don't need to use the noun form of the word. It is inappropriate here. The correct form should be the verb form, which means officially chosen for a job or responsibility. So D is our correct option. Let's look at another example. This is the second type. Now, again, the sentence has been divided. 5 parts. Now, whatever is in bold, that is correct. Right? That is correct. This is instructions have changed. This is the correct part. You have to identify the fragment which, apart from the bold one, is correct in terms of grammar and usage. Now, this is correct. You need to identify another fragment that is correct. Right? Okay, let's read it first. Gopshop intend to use the investment to augment its product, expand its global markets, and also plans by evaluating acquisitions to help it transform business communication across various messaging channels. A lot of mistakes. Okay, Gupshup intent, no. We need to, there's a problem with subject verb agreement here. This is incorrect. To augment its product, expand in global markets. Okay. Let us check for, yes, this seems correct. Third part. And also plans by, this is incorrect. To help it transform, incorrect, which leaves us with part B. Let's look at the option. There you go. Gupshup is a single organization, so there is an issue with subject verb agreement here. That goes off our chart. C. The preposition by we just discussed, that goes off our chart. D. Help it transform. Help it transform. So here we can see A is incorrect, C is incorrect, D is incorrect. That leaves us with only two. Option B. Let's look at the third one. here we have three separate sentences, right? We need to look for the sentence that is incorrect. Okay? Three separate sentences. You need to look for the one that is incorrect. It can be only one, only two, one and two, or two and three, or all can be incorrect. Right? Let's quickly take a look. So here, if you read, translation tools from Alphabet, INCs, Google, and other companies could be contributing to significant misunderstanding of legal terms with conflicting meanings, such as enjoying, according to research due to be presented at an academic workshop. The new paper raises concerns. The word is not rises, it should be raises concerns. Here too is incorrect. About a popular method companies use to broaden the vocabulary of their translation software. Researchers previously have found programs that learn translations by studying non-diverse texts perpetuate historical gender biases, such as associating doctor with he. Here, only option 2 is incorrect. 1 and 3 is correct. So it should be raises concerns. That's type 3. Here is our last type. So we have two sentences. Okay? Read each sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error in it and mark your answer accordingly. So here we have the options are different. They are not alphabetical. They are, the first one says, if you have error only in the first, only in the second, error in both, or there is no error, or there are more than two errors. Okay? The options are a little bit different. So let's read. Even as the US wrestles with the problem of millions of people who are wary about getting vaccinated at all, local health authorities are confronting an emerge challenge of ensuring, see, emerge challenge, this is incorrect, okay, of ensuring that those who do get inoculated are doing so fully. There is another mistake here. That the word vary. This is a very, it's a commonly confused word. It should not be very, it should be very. W. So this is incorrect. Let's read the second sentence. The reasons vary. See, here is the confusion. Here it should be vary. It means to change, differ. For many people, for why people are missing their second shots. As some fears the side effects, while others feel that they are sufficiently protected with a single shot. Let's look at the answer. Okay? Okay. Look, the first thing we have already identified, the problem with vary. Look at the next one. The next one is also a problematic one. See, we have confused vary. It should be very. So just swapping. First one is very, second one is very. So here very should be used also. Some fears, incorrect subject verb agreement. It should be some fear. Okay? The side effects. So here our answer is C. There are errors in both sentences. Okay? The first sentence has 1. The first sentence has 2, emerging and vary. The second sentence has 2. So in that case, here the appropriate answer is option C. Okay? That's all in this video. I hope you found this exercise useful. I hope you're going to practice and try to implement the strategies that I've suggested, and it will help you to become more confident and ace your error detection part. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being so patient. Stay tuned, and we'll be back very soon